It is essential to recognize that sexual abuse of women is a widespread problem that exists in various countries around the world. The prevalence and nature of sexual abuse can vary from one country to another due to cultural, social, and legal factors. While it is challenging to rank countries based on the severity of sexual abuse, here are 10 countries that have faced significant challenges in addressing this issue. 1. India. India has experienced high-profile cases of sexual violence, including the 2012 Delhi gang rape that sparked national and international outrage. Despite legal reforms and increased awareness, sexual abuse remains a pressing issue in the country. Details. Women in India face challenges in reporting sexual abuse due to social stigma, inadequate support systems, and slow legal processes. 2. Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC. The DRC has been a hotspot for conflict-related sexual violence, with widespread incidents of rape and sexual abuse committed by armed groups during periods of conflict. Details. The DRC has been referred to as the rape capital of the world, highlighting the severity of sexual violence against women in conflict zones. 3. United States. The United States has grappled with high rates of sexual assault, particularly on college campuses and in the military. The #MeToo movement brought attention to the prevalence of sexual harassment and abuse across various industries. Details. Many survivors in the U.S. face barriers to reporting sexual abuse, such as fear of retaliation, victim blaming, and limited access to support services. 4. South Africa. South Africa has one of the highest rates of sexual violence in the world. Cases of rape and sexual assault, particularly against women and girls, remain a significant concern. Details. Gender-based violence, including sexual abuse, is a pervasive issue in South Africa, leading to calls for urgent action and legal reforms. 5. Sweden. Sweden has faced challenges in addressing sexual violence, particularly in areas affected by conflict and instability. Women and girls in Sweden have been subjected to rape and sexual abuse, often perpetrated by armed groups. Details. Ongoing conflict and societal norms contribute to the underreporting of sexual abuse in Sweden. 6. Nigeria. Nigeria has experienced instances of sexual violence, particularly in conflict-affected regions where Boko Haram has perpetrated abductions, rapes, and forced marriages. Details. The Chibok and Dapchi schoolgirl kidnappings brought global attention to the sexual abuse faced by women and girls in Nigeria. 7. Mexico. Mexico has struggled with high rates of gender-based violence, including sexual assault and femicide, the killing of women based on their gender. Details. The country has seen widespread protests demanding justice for victims of sexual abuse and an end to gender-based violence. 8. Swaziland. Swaziland has faced challenges in addressing sexual abuse, including cases of rape, domestic violence, and honor killings. Details. Women and girls in Swaziland continue to face obstacles in reporting sexual abuse, and societal pressures often dissuade them from seeking justice. 9. Egypt. Egypt has grappled with cases of sexual harassment and assault, particularly in public spaces and during protests. Details. The prevalence of sexual abuse in Egypt has sparked calls for stronger legal protections and cultural change. 10. Colombia. Colombia has faced instances of sexual violence, particularly during the decades-long armed conflict. Details. Sexual violence against women was used as a weapon of war during the conflict, leaving lasting scars on survivors and their communities. It is important to note that sexual abuse of women is not limited to these 10 countries and occurs in various regions worldwide. Addressing this issue requires comprehensive efforts, including legal reforms, public awareness campaigns, access to support services for survivors, and challenging harmful gender norms that perpetuate violence against women. Governments, civil society, and the international community must work collaboratively to create safer environments and promote gender equality, where women can live free from fear and violence.